everybody, I'm Nick, and welcome back to VHS Plays The Legend of Zelda. So we finished several dungeons last time, and well, as you can kind of see here, we're gonna go finish the game today. But I think I've got a few things I need to take care of real quick, so let's go ahead and get to that then. For example, we need to go over to the shop here. Well, let's get the Zora out of the way.
Boy, this is really expensive.
I need meat, but I don't have enough money!
Boy, this is really expensive.
Luckily, the Blue Ring shop has cheaper meat. You only ever need a single piece of this in the game, by the way. But now we're to actually, go next. So, there's a lake here that has no ferry. What you have to do is you need to go over to the recorder and play it in this specific spot. The lake will drain, and there's a staircase for you. So, get your items ready or whatever you want to do, and then descend into level 7. From this point on, when we mainly get into rooms where I'm just going to be involved with killing enemies for the most part, I'm just going to go ahead and cut them down just so, this video is already like 40 plus minutes long. I already trimmed like an hour out of this, so yeah. So yeah, kill rooms that take too long are going to be condensed. Oh yeah, that specific room, one Keys is the real one. You take it out and you take out the entire group. Unfortunately, they don't have drops, so, that's annoying. And I'm just, checking to see if there's blocks I can push, and I'm just this isn't really working, so let's just go ahead and check bombable walls to continue doing what we need to do. Holy slow down, Batman! And that's just what happens when there's, one too many, enemies objects in general on the screen. So let's go ahead and grab that compass and get the money. And then we can continue to check walls. Because if I remember, this dungeon is pretty big. I know it's been a while since I last recorded it, but I also looked through the footage. It's pretty big. And also backtracking is also going to be, cut down, because that's just how this sort of format works. Although rather it's what format, I'm just kind of doing whatever I please. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of these guys here with no issue to unlock the door. And because I don't have a map yet...
There's a secret in the tip of the nose.
What kind of nose would you be getting at? Like this one?
Ow! Not my nose, you dingleberry!
Also, trying to edit this effect properly. That was no fun. While I was doing this, I was like, I had the exact joke, but then I was like, wait, I need to say the joke. Oh no! Oh, I'm stupid. Anyway, let's keep going through the dungeon. Oh, hello, Dig Dogger. I hear you dislike sound. Let me make a toot of this flute and shrink you down, and I get a heart for my trouble. What else is new? Oh, I can feel the system just chug. Oh, jeez. Anywho, you know what? A key's a key. I'll take it. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go back to previous rooms to proceed. Glorious! Ay, 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 ay. Luckily, with the magic sword, they only take 2 hits to take care of, so it's not too much of a problem to get rid of them, and per usual, I want every single rupee I can get my hands on. And as always, before you pick up bombs, check for bombable walls. And then save those bomb pickups for when you really need them. Because if you haven't reset the room, the enemies will stay dead and the prize will pop back up. So that's a way you can save bombs. Oh, hello, Dodongos. We hate you. So we're just gonna cut past all of that. It gave me $5. Joy. You wasted 6 bombs for this? Have $5. But you know what? More bomb pickups are always nice. And then it's just a room of ropes for free. At the very least, it's like, hey, that's at least a way to grind money in the dungeon for one very specific reason. So let's go back up to that room north of the Dodongos that was past a key door and see what's in there.
Well, you can have all this for just $7.99. The Bomb Grand Slam, some say.
Yeah, we're gonna need some money, but luckily we could just keep going through the dungeon and that won't be too much of an issue. Meanwhile, I'm dumb and I don't grab, you know, the thing that lets me shoot sword beams again. Gameplay at its finest, right? I would prefer not to run into bubbles. They get very annoying. And then we have Dig Dogger numero dos. Of course, they can be felled the same way, except this one spits 3 of them! Joy! Now you have to catch up to 3 of the little bastards. I do like, wait, I don't need this yet. My life to be able to scroll the friggin' cursor upwards. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and take care of this rope thing or whatever for, you know, dungeon. And then I accidentally walk out like an idiot when I meant to actually, you know, take care of it. So me, could you please, you know, take care of it? Come on now. You can do it. It's not a problem. All of this for a key. Joy. Anywho, let's go back over this way. I mean, thanks for the bomb pickups. I will happily take them. Jeez. You know what? I need $100 to get bombs, so...
Grumble, grumble.
This is why you need the meat. Because it gets this monster out of the way. And it will permanently delete the meat from your inventory. I do believe in second quest you need more than 1 piece of meat, if I remember. Anyway, now we finally have the actual dungeon layout, and hey me, could you, you know, light this place up so we can see what's going on here? Yeah, I don't need to take care of them, but I want to anyway, because that's just how I'm feeling. Luckily, I needed to take care of them to open the door, which is nice. Glorious! Wonderful. Let's actually, you know, start cutting out these exact things I meant to say. And we only have just the 1 hole to open up. And hey, look! Staircase! How about we go ahead and take care of all these guys, you know what I mean? Stopwatch I don't need. And there we go! The red candle. With this... Come on, me. Pick it up. We can now throw fire around whenever we want. There is no limit to it now. 1 per screen? More like infinite flames. I'll take it, though. Oh boy. So let's go ahead. Yeah, the screen glitched for a moment there, so I'm going to use that as a convenient cut point. So let's go ahead and pick everything up and keep wandering through the dungeon, you know what I'm saying? Holy slowdown again! Please let me have the fairy so I can get my beams. That would be very much appreciated. And then what do I get for doing all of this? A whole heaping load of nothing!
I bet you'd like to have more bombs.
And that's exactly what wandering through the dungeon let me get to. We are now at the bomb cap of 16? It's honestly a really odd number to just be left at. And by the way, the actual way to go is to the right of where you get the candle. This dungeon's very weird like that. So let's go ahead and take care of all the rest of these Scorias. Restock our bombs. No, we cannot bomb to the Triforce room. That would be way too easy. We need to use these keys and figure out where to go. And by the way, did you like Dig Dogger number 3? Because here's Dig Dogger number 3. Ah, the things we do to finish rooms. Did somebody say Dodongos? Ugh. Oh look, a way to go. I'll take care of that in a second. I want to see what's in the other door first. Oh, it's another one of these weird things. I'll take that. Don't mind that little burp, that was lunch talking. Let's finish off the Dodongos, and it's bombs. Hooray! Meanwhile, we go ahead and finish off all the wall masters to go and, you know, push a block forward. Which means I have to temporarily walk through bubbles, which shuts my sword off temporarily. Hooray! I was using that to disguise a yawn. Anyway, I don't have to finish these guys off. I just felt like it. But yeah, we need to bomb through the rest of the way to the boss, which is a weird design choice. Hello, Aquamentus. Can I, destroy you in 2 shots? That would be really funny. That would be mad funny. Let's go claim that Triforce. And now for Red Candle fun. Let's go burn things down and see what we can find.
Pay me for the door repair charge. You little bastard, always blowing up my stuff. I'll give you those bombs. Go alone, take this. Why don't you take this?
Door repair charge.
It's a secret to everybody.
Yes, it sure is. I will take those 100 rupees handily. By the way, we should finally do Dungeon 8 now, after we get that guy out of the way for whatever reason. I'd like to say that this is probably the most interesting of the 8 main dungeons with how it's structured. Oh, keys. We will not be having much of a use for random stray keys soon. We never had a use for stray keys, though. Ah, that joke sure bombed. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna stop, though. If I see a bad joke opportunity, I'm going to take it. Man, Handler! You're sure gonna handle me like the man I am. I don't know where that was going. I'm just kind of rolling with it. Anyway, Dark Nuts are back for the final time, actually. This is the last main dungeon they appear in for Quest 1. So, get comfortable with them, because they will not be showing back up in the final dungeon. And you'll be seeing what kind of horrors are to be unleashed there when we get there. But first, let's go down here and grab ourselves a book. Which in the Japanese version was called a Bible. Don't ask me why Christianity references are there. The 80s were a different time, man. I wasn't even born yet. Anywho, the book allows your magic rod to have your shot end in a burst of fire. You can also use this like a candle. So anyway, let's go take care of the manhandle that's over here. Get ourselves some dollars. And then the way to proceed is by bomb. Yup, even if you randomly stroll into this place, you cannot proceed unless you have bombs. And now we have Dark Nuts, our favorite. Yeah, if you go past the room and then you end up in a, in a kill room with blue Dark Nuts. That sounds like fun, right? And then there's all the Paul's voices. Luckily, an arrow takes care of all of this problem. Let's go ahead and get them all out of here. Thank you. Yeah, this dungeon is a very particular design, and I am going to be wasting bombs checking all of this. Don't you worry. But let's keep going, shall we? Oh boy, random mobs. My favorite. So let's go ahead and get all of them out of the way, shall we? I had picked up the stopwatch, that's why I was flashing. Regular Dark Nuts! What are you doing here? It's just for a normal key. I mean, the normal bomb drop is nice, though. Unfortunately, I do not think there's much for me to bomb over there, though, so I'm just wasting my time. Anyway, Goma's back! Did you enjoy Goma? I'm gonna go ahead and not waste your time too much. And so, oh, I guess it didn't actually take that long for you to open your eye. Okay, then. Yes, I did say there would be Dark Nuts. And lo and behold, there are Dark Nuts. That at least freezes the bubbles in place for 5 seconds. Can we proceed here? Thank you very much. More Dark Nuts, my favorites. Let's go ahead and get rid of them and open the door, shall we? Because through the door is a staircase. I decided to eliminate everything just so I can open the doors again. Because I didn't feel like being trapped. Also, I got a prize of bombs. I'll take whatever refill I can get, you know. Rather nice. Oh look, Paul's voice lined up all in a row, and I am just too late to take him out all at once. Lame! Well, it's not much of an issue. Unfortunately, my kleptomania is going off, and I have to pick up that small key. So let's go ahead and get that. You know, it sounds like the boss is very close, isn't it? But we're not there just yet. Unfortunately for me, I have another small key room filled with normal Dark Nuts. So let's go ahead and get rid of them and proceed.
10th enemy has the bomb. You could even say they've set us up the bomb. Remember that joke? Hey, where are you going?
So the thing with 10th enemy has the bomb is if you're keeping track of how many enemies you've taken out, if you eliminate the 10th enemy in that chain with a bomb, then you're guaranteed a bomb drop. It's weird. Don't ask me why it works. Anyway, we're not done with the dungeon just yet, but I am going to claim the Triforce piece, and we're going to leave. And come back immediately. But thank you very much, Sol, for giving me that extra little set up us the bomb joke. Anyway, the next item we want, we actually need to go up north to get it. And we have another round of Manhandla to deal with. And that's actually where you get the map. And luckily, the Lion's Eye does still hold a secret. The secret is you get a few dollars. Okay. And then it's just another room filled with Paul's voice. You eliminate them like the rest. Luckily, your arrow can actually pick up collectibles. It's weird, but I'll take it. I do believe I am able to bomb the wall to the right. If not, we can just walk back over. Yep, I can bomb it. It's all cool like that. Oh hey, the final Goma in the game. Let's go take care of it, shall we? That's right. The second Goma was the one that took forever. I'm going to save that key door for just a moment. Regular Dark Nuts? Almost like they're like no effort at all to take out. And then I want this door over to the right. After, you know, taking care of all the enemies first. Oh boy. I will take my bomb drops, yes. Because we now have the Master Key! So when I said we didn't need those small keys anymore, this is what I was talking about. We now have infinite key uses. Man, I have been waiting for this. Although actually I've been managing my keys well enough that I didn't really, you know, need it. I just wanted to have every main collectible in the game. And you know what? I'm feeling lucky. So let's go right in, shall we?
Let's play Money Making Game.
How about...
Well,
this
golly, kid. Seems like you got twisted up in this scene, but you know how it goes. The house always wins.
Yeah. So anyway, how about we show off where the final dungeon even is? Just screw you. So over to the left here is Spectacle Rock. So I'll show off the land formation here in just a second. Here we are. We need to bomb the entrance open. And you know what? That's actually very convenient for getting these enemies out of my way. And I'm just feeling spiteful today, apparently. I figure I might as well have them frozen. Might as well take care of it. You need to bomb the left one in order to open the dungeon up. So in we go! Welcome to Death Mountain, the other half of this video. No, I'm not kidding. If you do not have the full Triforce, an old man would stop you here. But because we have the full Triforce, we can go, baby! You're gonna be finding nothing but these more powerful versions of these slimes, which are still taken out in one hit. We're gonna find bubbles. We're gonna find likes. And we're also gonna find the other worst type of enemy in this whole entire game. In the next room! Come on now. I was just waiting for the bubble. Yes, Wizrobes. My favorite. Jackasses. But to actually describe how this first section of the dungeon goes, you're gonna be running around in a loop, and you need to figure out a bombable wall for where you need to go next. But I'm gonna do my best to show off every single room in the dungeon. That's why this part of the video is so long. Luckily, regular Wizrobes are like no problem. And trust me when I say it's not a bad idea to, you know, stock up on money for this. Because this is a very long and very grueling dungeon. The earlier part that I clipped out of the video, it's just me failing to bomb walls. And for a second I was thinking maybe I could bomb over here. Nope! What we're looking for is actually in the center of this initial ring of rooms. So let's go ahead and, you know, make things more visible, and then after I go ahead and eliminate all the enemies, because it's just going to take a while. And yes, that is how much damage Wizrobes do. It hurts like hell. This is why you have the potions, by the way. And we have this particular enemy, which I'm forgetting your name, but it's possible to just Sword Beam and Magic Rod it. so it's not that much of a pain in the ass to deal with. It was luckily actually very nice in letting you use the magic rod to hurt it. I could speak. I could speak, apparently. Anyway, for the next big part of the dungeon... Well, I'm just waiting for keys to get out of my way. So let's go up the stairs. And here we are. So many likes. Get them out of here, please. But yes, we actually have new music to listen to for the final dungeon. It's kind of droning on purpose, because, you know, it's supposed to be very menacing and whatnot. Thank you, Magic Lamp, for... Not Magic Lamp, Magic Rod for lighting my way. Oh, I need healing. I need healing real bad. So let's go ahead and finish off all the rest of these guys. I get $5. And I used my first potion already. Hooray. I'll be back to this room a little later, actually. Great, the first one of these guys. I hate it. I hate it so much. You don't need to watch me deal with them, though. You know, I don't go and bomb the south wall, but I go and bomb this one. It didn't initially work.
Go to the next room.
If you're wondering what the next room is, you gotta bomb for it. It's right there. Luckily, with the way the old man rooms work, you only really have 2 options of which way to go. But now, I kind of want to explain that there are 2 items for you in Death Mountain, one of which is mandatory to actually finish the game. So yeah, in addition to having the longest dungeon in the game, they hide something that's necessary for game completion. Aren't the game designers bastards? Absolute jerkwads, the lot of them. Anyway, let's keep exploring. Oh, hell no. Get these wizrobes out of here. Of course, I'm just curious to be like, is there anything else I can do here? Is there any other walls I can bomb or something? Because I'm at the bottom of the map, that's why I don't check the bottom of it. And we do have another staircase here with a blue one of these guys. I'm forgetting your name. Unless this is like the original, like, Moldorm or something. Because down here is just it's another shortcut to another part of the dungeon. Well, I say shortcut, but in the end, I think you're actually able to walk to wherever you get dropped off here. Actually, yes, you can get dropped off over here. This was actually the long way around to this area, and I remember the name of these guys now. They're Patras. I don't like Patras. It takes very specific spacing to be able to hit them. It's annoying. So I want to collect that key first, and then I'm just like, we're just gonna go ahead and cut to finishing you off so I can push the, you know, the stairs open. Except I don't do that particular set of stairs, and I'm like, ew, likes, get them away from me. So let's go ahead and burn them all up. Like my patience. Because the dark rooms will never cease, especially when there are slime guys like this. I mean, I will at the very least appreciate money. Well, let's keep going, shall we? Joyous day! We have more wizrobes. At least I'm at full health. Let's go ahead and eliminate the wizrobes. Luckily, that actually was very fast. And yes! The stairs actually appear underneath razor traps. That's a thing they can do. I don't need to kill all the keys to proceed. I do, however, need to take out all of these Wizrobes because I'm going to find them a pain in the ass. And then, you know what they say? Bombs? Why am I yawning? Oh, I know why I'm yawning so much. I decided not to get a ton of sleep. That was my dumbass decision. I do not likes. How did I say that properly? Anyway, with the likes disposed of, and everything else too, we can, you know, proceed. Although I will say this now, if you're following along, don't initially go the direction I did. You'll see why I'm a fool. But first, there's a Patra in the way. So we need to get that out of the way. And once you step through this door, you reveal Ganon. So, in essence, I screwed up. And Ganon actually does the most amount of damage in the game via contact damage. But we can't actually kill him right now. We need to come back. And if you ever run out of potion uses...
medicine before you go.
Luckily, there is a medicine shop right here for you, so you can go ahead and heal on right up, and then purchase another second potion to proceed. So let's go to these other rooms I haven't done yet. Oh joy, these things. I just need to remember to slash them with my sword, otherwise they split into bats. And I'll just go batty. Note yourself. Get more sleep before you do a recording, otherwise you yawn all the way through it, but y'all have to suffer with me and my stupid decisions. Case room. Feels like we shouldn't really need this in the final dungeon, and it only gives us $5 anyway. You game designers are very funny from 1986. Very funny. Even though I know the team was like not very many people. So let's go ahead and keep exploring. There's tiny little bastards. Luckily, that's not really too much of an issue. I could mop them up, no problem. You know, if I could hit the broadside of a barn. Oh, would you look at that? A dead end. Just means we'll need to come back later. This room is actually going to be very intriguing, I promise. And not for a you need it to proceed through the dungeon reason. Anyway, let's actually go downward to deal with more tiny black slimes. $5 is $5. I'm gonna be spending on potions, I'm gonna need it. And hey look! Away I didn't go! Because I didn't bomb a wall, which means we have to come back through there. That bomb drop is there so you can actually proceed. So let's actually go around and show off what's over in that direction, shall we? Come on, Link, hot-foot it, you can do it, you can do it, you can bomb that wall. You can ignore these Wizrobes that are trying to shoot ya, 'cause it's gonna hurt. Here we are. Luckily, the prize is still there for me to use. And my reward is a room full of Wizrobes. Joy. So, per usual, let's get rid of them, shall we? And all this offers me is the compass. Woo. And in true fashion, we can't bomb any of these walls, even though I'm going to try anyway. Anywho, let's keep going through these other ways I haven't gone yet. Ugh. Well, first we get rid of all the enemies, and there's one more side of the dungeon we haven't seen yet. So we need to bomb some walls. So yeah, this one entire part of the dungeon is completely optional. Even though I will say you should really do it, because there is something in it for you. But first, you know, gotta kill all the enemies and get the bomb prize, you know? So let's keep exploring all these other rooms, shall we? Patra! Sure, let's throw him in the dumpster. Is that a map? I think it's a map. I should go talk to an old man and see what's going on with that piece of paper there. It does have a map on it, but I think there's a little more to it. Anywho, enemies. Enemies are bad, okay? So let's go ahead and dumpster them. And for what I do here, I'm trying to look for, like, say, a staircase. I will be back to this room later. Just trust me on that one. So in the meantime, I go ahead to cut to the other rooms down south. Wizrobe room? Hate it. Like the rest. Luckily, that Wizrobe decided to be merciful and just wanted to go up and down through the blocks. Another Wizrobe room? Hate it. And I already picked up whatever reward was in here before I could even really see it. Anyway, Wizrobe room. Plus likes. I hate it. Thanks. Let's go ahead and bomb a wall and see what's inside.
Patra has the map.
Oh, you mean this map?
Oh, back for more guidance, Link. All right, show me the map you got. Oh my. Link, you haven't looked at this yet, have you? You see, there's many secrets on it that I require time to, decipher. Would you mind coming back in maybe a few hours and, oh my. Come back in a few hours and I'll have deciphered all the secrets of the map. Yes, right. Anyway, toodaloo, I'll see you in a couple hours. Link, go adventuring, okay? Oh my.
Yeah, I wanted to do a funny. And thankfully, Sol provided, and unfortunately for me, I'm like, why am I still set on bombs? But yeah, that room was just to tell you Patra has the map when I already have the map. And since this Patra is dead, we could go ahead and proceed through here. Because we have still yet to acquire the mandatory item required in order to beat the game in here. Well, first things first, we gotta take care of the Wizrobes. That's just happening. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because I need to bomb some walls. And unfortunately, there's only one way to go here. Which is here. Oh, hey, look. Enemies. I need to take care of them. Except, I'm dead. Time to go refill. I hope my talking didn't, like, completely overwrite the Gibbs sound. I just thought it would be really funny. But yes, in here is the silver arrows. You need these in order to deliver the final blow on Ganon. Otherwise, you can proceed through the fight all you want, but you ain't finishing it unless you have these arrows in particular. And now for this one particular way, which you don't need to do, like, at all. But I want to show the rooms off, so here we go. Oh, we love a good kill room, don't we? Except I never have to do this at all. In fact, taking care of all the enemies doesn't even unlock the door. Once you go this way, you're trapped in here. There's a Patra here too to annoy you. Good grief. Per usual, once the Patra's gone, it's gone for good. And then we have another Moldorm-esque thing. Lucky you can just burn them and, you know, slash them. You know what? I'll take bombs. Because there's really the only way I want to even try to use them, and it just doesn't work. We've got to complete the skull, you know. Let's just go ahead and get rid of all these, you know, enemies I didn't even really feel like bothering to do, but, you know, I did it anyway.
Eyes of Skull has a secret.
The secret is the compass was in there. And the compass takes you to the other eye, and that's where Zelda is. That's the secret. Oh, hey, there's one more round of these, and they're the red ones, so they're easy. So let's go ahead and go through the key doors and see what'll happen. And for now, I feel like going to the right. It's dark in here. Shine the light! It's just a like room. I do not like this. No, sir, I do not at all. Get me out of here! Oh, hey, look! It's this room from before with the bombs. The bombs are actually there for a reason. Because if you think you're trapped in here, you're not. But I'll get to that in just a moment. We have one more room to explore. And it's another like room, so let's just go ahead and dispose of them, shall we? Okay, let's go back to that other room, shall we? Because we finished the skull! If you use a bomb on this right wall, you can actually get out of here. You're not trapped forever. But back to this room. Guess what? There's a wall I didn't bomb. Because the top right corner has a secret staircase. So let's go ahead and dispose of all the enemies once again, because that's just what we do around here. Wizards are a pain in my ass. Let's free the bubble. And finally, the red ring, which I get to use it for all of 5 minutes. But yes, you get another layer of defense with the red ring. So now enemies are now doing 75% less damage. Then you get this sick-ass color palette. So, I'll take it. So yeah, let me just show off how much less damage I'm taking overall now with this thing. I am absolutely ready for Ganon now. Here we go, sucker! Bring it on! Get your silver arrows ready for this. So Ganon will teleport around the room invisibly, and he'll keep shooting fireballs at you. As I said before, the contact damage from Ganon does the single most amount of damage anything can do in the game. If you were untunicked Link, you would immediately die in one contact hit. While the areas he can teleport to are set, he will go between them randomly. Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm cutting that one particularly close. So let's go ahead and heal up. Yes, you are going to have to sit here for the entire healing duration. Anyway, let's get back on those arrows. Once we have done enough damage to Ganon with the sword, and the sword is mandatory, unfortunately, you cannot completely do swordless. On cartridge, anyway. Once we get the final hit, we just gotta find him first. Come on, you pig. get over here where I could just sword, and you shove this sword up your ass. When he's red, you have to shoot him with the silver arrows. That's the only way to finish him off. And you gotta act quick, and make sure to grab the Triforce of Power from his dusty corpse. So let's go ahead and eliminate the flames, and now we've done it. We are now stuck in here with Princess Zelda. Let's do it.
Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. This ends the story.
So, fun fact, Zelda will have the same color palette that Link has, so if you somehow end up here in the, without any rings, she will be green too. It's fun.
Another quest will start from here. Press the start button.
That means the second quest is now available on your save file, with all your deaths intact too, which, in case you're wondering, you're probably not wondering, I only died 5 times the entire time, but thank you so much for watching this long project. I think I'm gonna, I've got something, smaller in scale for next time, so thanks so much for watching. I've been Nick, and I will see you guys next time. I want to give a huge thank you to Sol Kreos for providing voiceover for the narration and the old man throughout these 3 Zelda 1 videos. If you want to hear more of him, you can check him out in the links below.